Hello, this is Mac, and welcome to Mac Tutorials. We are going to work on interval notation and how this looks. It's just a different way of how to write inequalities, and so you just want to get used to it. So this should be pretty quick and easy, but again, you can always go to maxtutorials.com, and I have many different algebra videos that you can look on there that can help yourself out. Please like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so now when I take a look at this, normally what I would do is you would write the x, and you would do, well, you wouldn't have an equal sign there, and you would have the 4, and you would have that, and you'd have a 3, okay? But we want to do a different notation. So what we're going to do, instead of the whole, what we're going to do is we're going to write a parenthesis, and instead of a dot, we're going to write brackets. So if I take a look at this one, I know that my x, as far as in between, on the left side, on the smallest side, this thing will go to 4, but it'll go in a parenthesis, which is kind of our version of the whole. And it's a -4, comma, and then it goes as high as 3, and we're going to put a bracket because of the dot. And so what that means is that the number is going to be in between -4 and 3. And by the way, I also have answer keys down here if it helps you, okay? And anyways, going on, let's just go on to number 2 right over here. Now this one we're going to have to write down as kind of a compound one. So on this one, you always, if it goes all the way through the arrow, you're going to show this because there's no definite end. And you're going to write infinity. Okay, and so this is going to be infinity, comma, 2. And because of the whole, boom. And that just takes care of this part of it. Okay, then you're going to have another one. I just want to make sure I'm being consistent with what I have in the answer key. Great, we use the union sign, which is great. So this is going to be in union with. Union means also. And then here, because of the circle, we're going to go parentheses, 5, comma, and it goes on to infinity. So we're going to write a little infinity sign, again, with a parenthesis. Okay, so there's no dots on this one, so that's why they're all parentheses. Let's go on to number 3. Okay, this one on the low end is a -6, and we're going to bracket it because of the dot. And the high end is a 1, but because it's a circle, we're going to parenthesis it. Okay, number 4. This one is, again, one you're going to have to write twice with a union. This goes to, I'm sorry, I should have wrote on here a negative infinity, not infinity. Okay, so on the low side, it's a negative infinity, comma, and it ends at -3, and we're going to put a bracket. Okay, let me write a better looking 3 than that. Come on, Mac, you can do better. There we go. And we're going to union that with this next one. On the low side, it's a 4 with a bracket because of the dot, comma, and this is going to go to positive infinity on the other side. Okay, let's go on to number 5. So this one is going to be parenthesis and parenthesis because there are no dots. On the low end is 2, and on the high end is 8. Going on to number 6, we have a compound one. So this one is going to go to negative infinity, comma, and this is going to go to -5, boom. And again, because it's a whole, we're going to do the parenthesis. We're going to union that with a bracket 2, comma, and this goes on to infinity. Okay, and that's how we write that one. Infinity, always make sure you use a parenthesis because there's no definite end. Okay, 7, 2 dots means there's going to be 2 brackets. And it's just going to be on the low end, -1. On the high end, it's going to be 6. And last one, number 8, this is going to go on to negative infinity. So we do that with a parenthesis, comma, and we're going to bracket that -7 because that's the high end. We're going to union that with a parenthesis, -2, comma, and that's going to go on forever. Boom. Okay, and that's basically it, guys. So that's just a way for you to learn how interval notation works. Okay, and this right here would be our version A. I have 2 more versions of these, so if you want more practice on interval notation, please go on to B and C. If not, I'll see you on the next one. Good job, guys. See you in the next video.